It was hit hard enough. That ball is hit well down the left field line. It is gone! Grand slam for Jean Segura. Out to center field. Nimmo's going back. That one is gone! Off the back wall!
What is going on, everybody? Diamond Talk is back here with another episode. We got so many coming out. So much is going on in baseball. My name is Jeremy Horwath, and I am with the man, the myth, the legend, George Ryder. How you doing, man?
What's good, everybody? I feel pretty good. 2.5 back. Marlins series sucked, but
Yeah.
you know, what are you gonna do? The Brewer series could have ended better. It didn't. We took one. Such a weird series. First two games are so odd. The scores are hilarious, but
Yeah.
I'm focused. I'm ready for Colorado.
Yeah. So a lot of mixed opinions happening all over the Phillies world. It doesn't seem like a lot of attention is being drawn to them, even though they're close to the playoffs. I think it's more because the Eagles are starting and the entire NFL season is starting up. So a lot of them are like, hey, if they're not first, you know, we're just not really going to pay much attention. And that's kind of what's been happening. And people are just out on them now. They say, oh, we lost 2 to the Marlins. Like they're not a good team. Or, hey, like we lost 2 to the Brewers. Even though they are a good team, at least we got 1. But the reason why I am still in, like I am just as in as I was last week, and I wasn't sure if I was going to be this way, but I am just as in as I am last week because they pretty much did what we asked. But when we had that show, we said that we wanted 7 out of 10 wins out of the first 3 series. It didn't happen exactly how we thought it would. We called the Diamondback series to a T. We said we'd lose the first one and win the next 3. That happened. We then swept the Nationals. So we expected to that's already 6 wins right there. And if we got 1 more in the Marlins series, I was happy. I would have loved a series win, but it didn't happen. But what we said is if they get 7 wins, I'm fully in. And they did it. They did it, and then they went into Milwaukee, a tough series, a team that has one of the best records in the MLB right now. First game in, beat them 12-0, absolutely destroyed them, home runs everywhere. The next game, they destroyed us. What was it, 10-0 then?
Yeah, 10-0.
And then yesterday's game, it was a close game, and it was against a competitive team. I'm not totally upset with how the Phillies are going right now, and we have a lot of very winnable games coming up. So, yes, I'm very confident in this team right now.
Yeah, going into Milwaukee and then going up first game against Brandon Woodruff, like it's a Cy Young candidate. You don't expect the lineup that we roll out to go out there and hammer him pretty much. I mean, 6 innings, 4 runs, I think it was for Woodruff. And for a guy that's in the Cy Young conversation, like if you rough him up that bad, then damn, like this lineup's good to do something like that. And it's something we didn't expect coming from that lineup. So that was awesome to see. 12-0, you rattled off 16 hits. Like, can't complain. It was just absolutely insane that the next game we go out there and we lose 10-0 and we rattle off 5 hits against them. Like, it was Eric Lar.
Yeah.
And like going from Woodruff to him and like not being able to hit him, I expected to take 2 there. I was excited and just didn't happen. And I mean, I guess we could say that Zach Wheeler did his part as well. 6 innings, he didn't let up a run. He had 9 strikeouts. Probably not going to win Cy Young anymore, but damn, like he's been nothing but an ace for us. And he's creeping up on his career high in innings pitched, and he still has a few starts to go. So if they can do that in his starts, like give him 5-6 innings and be able to get him the hell out of there, like that's ideal if you want to make the playoffs and have him healthy. No,
definitely. And something else about Zach Wheeler that I'm not even going to say bug me because this guy has had a phenomenal year. Let's be real. I think he's just under 3 ERA now. He was at a 3.02 before that Brewers game.
He's at a 2.91 right now.
2.91 now. So, yes, he did go under a 3 in that game. And, yes, that is amazing numbers. But looking at him since the All-Star break, he has not been himself. His ERA is right around a 4 since the All-Star break. And it's crazy hearing. But before the last start as well, in the last 4 starts straight, he's allowed 4 runs or more.
Yeah,
And
like
it's not something that we really talked about. We didn't really notice that much. We're like, oh, maybe he's going through a little bit of a bad stretch. But just like whenever you get a little bit of doubt, he comes in and just has to have an amazing game against Milwaukee.
he's just an ace. Like
He is.
he's the definition of an ace. He does everything to a T, and he's been the number one guy for us, easy, not even close. So game 1 was like perfect. Game 2 was
rough,
a little rough, and I think I hate losing 10-0, and it's crazy that after game 2 we still had a +2 run differential in that series. 12-0 game 1.
Yeah.
The main thing to take away though from game 2, Aaron Nola, September Aaron Nola is still September Aaron Nola, and he comes out in a press conference too before that start, and he says, like, I hear people talking about my September numbers, like I'm sick of hearing about it, dude.
Fix it then.
Pitch better, like. If we miss out on the playoffs, one of the biggest things will be because of Aaron Nola underperforming in starts that we need him to perform in.
Completely agree.
And that's so upsetting. And I really had high hopes for Aaron Nola this September. I thought that he could bounce back, and he just goes out there and he does bad in 2 starts. So it's not good to see, and it's not Aaron Nola. Like there was a Twitter argument like Phil put out there.
Yeah.
He was like, right now, what would you do? If you make the playoffs, what is your rotation? For me, Nola's the 4. Like I don't think Joe Girardi's going to do it. I don't think he would put Aaron Nola the 4. But if I'm Girardi, I'm going Wheels, Gibby, Suarez, Nola.
Okay. Wow.
I just think Nola's been your 4th most productive pitcher this year. And right now, I trust Gibson and Ranger Suarez more in a game that we need them than I do Aaron Nola, which sucks to say.
So the way that you have to think about it, at least in my eyes, is Ranger Suarez. He's gonna worry me. Like I know he's having an amazing season. He's a 1.38 ERA right now. Yes, he's pitching phenomenal. Him in a high pressure situation, I don't know if I'd want to put him as a starter if he can only go 5 or 6 innings. But if he pitches that well, I don't know. I'll probably have to be closer to that time. And the other thing is, you're more likely to be more consistent with Kyle Gibson than Aaron Nola. But we know what we're going to get out of Gibson. He's not going to come in and close he's not going to come in and get 7 shutout innings against a very good team. It's not going to happen. But he's going to stick around the 3 to 4 run range. That's probably what's going to happen with him. See, Aaron Nola, I'd rather take the risk on Nola. But hear me out why, right? So Gibson's going to give you that 3 to 4 runs, pitch 5 to 6 innings. Aaron Nola, if you start to see him struggle, you can take him out and then put in another guy. Go with Ranger Suarez at that point because you can do a smaller rotation or something like that, or Gibson, however you want to work it out, right? But something that Aaron Nola can do, and yes, he hasn't done it this September, but he can come out and he can go 7 or 8 innings and allow 0 to 1 runs. It's not as likely as it used to be.
Will he?
Well, that's the thing. You can always, if he starts to struggle, you can fix it. With other guys, I mean, yeah, you're more consistently going to get 3 to 4 runs allowed. If Nola allows 3 runs in the first 4 innings, fine, take him out real quick and then put in someone else. But at least you have a chance, at least a higher chance, to have your starter go 7 or 8 and do a lot better.
Like we're both very in on this Phillies team. I hate saying it, but I'm out on Aaron Nola this year. He hasn't been productive. Like before the Brewers start, he had like 2 or 3 pretty good starts. He looked a lot better than he did throughout the season. Then he goes out against Milwaukee and he just doesn't. He looks the same old. Like he's missing his spots on his curveballs. His cutter looked really good to start the game. And he's missing his spots. He didn't really have the control, which the one thing about Nola is like with that movement, he was good at controlling the ball. And that's what made him a Cy Young guy. Like when he had that 10 WAR season, which is ridiculous, he didn't miss his spots. His movement was on par. When things aren't going right, which they haven't been this year, it's not as good for us, which is terrible. I mean, Aaron Nola being our 4th best starter this year, I arguably is sad. And I'm adding Gibby into the equation there because like Gibson's been pretty good. He's been everything we traded for pretty much. But dude, I know Girardi will not make him the 4 starter. I doubt he even makes him the 3 starter. Like I think he's gonna make Nola the number 2 if we do win the division, make that division series. It's just it's tough. He's been very scary. Every time he steps on the bump, dude, like, can you imagine a game 2 of an NLDS, like Nola stepping on the bump? I'm shitting my pants like the whole game. I'm gonna be so scared the entire game because one inning and this guy's rattled.
I do understand that too, and I don't think it's an overstatement or an overreaction thinking that way either. I think it can go both ways, though. I mean, if it was my decision, I'm putting Nola as the 2, just because he's been known in the past to do some amazing things. And I know he's been struggling lately, and I completely understand it. And it's not like it's a guarantee I'd want to do it. It would be a tough decision. It's just having the guy that you thought was going to be your ace, and I'm not saying he can't be in the future still. I mean, yeah, I know he's been struggling the past couple of years. Wait, are you fully out? Like,
oh, he's not an ace.
All right, but are you fully out on him in general? Like, you said that you're out on him this season. Are you saying
if I'm being honest, like he's I think Pete Mackanin hit it on the head when he said
Mackanin,
solid. I think he hit it on the head when he said he's a solid 3-4 starter. Dude, I think Aaron Nola is a 3-4 starter. I think and before the year we were really talking, we were like, dude, we got an ace 1, ace 2, 1A, 1B. And
we were saying that a month ago.
Yeah, I just can't. Like, I think Aaron Nola is a 3-4, which is so sad. But it's been consistent. It hasn't been 1 year. It hasn't been 2 years. It's been like the last 3 seasons. It's just been up and down. And like if he doesn't have that consistency, he's not an ace. And like next year he will be here. It's going to be Wheels. It's going to be him. It's going to be F. And like we have 5 guys that are going to start. And I think there's a chance that Gibson rolls out as a number 2 starter next year, and then you see Aaron Nola at the 3.
Wow,
I could see that happening.
I could see that as a possibility.
Just the way he's pitched this year, and Gibson is he's a good arm. He's a consistent arm. He's been nothing but consistent pretty much since he came to Philly. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm out on Nola being a number 2 or even close to an ace.
Yeah, I also would not call him an ace. I can't do that anymore. And I was someone that has defended him all year. And I think that's kind of what I am known for now, is defending the guys that should not be defended anymore. Okay. I was the guy that defended
Kingery, Mickey Moniak. I'm all with that.
Even in other Philly sports, I was the guy that defended Carson Wentz. I still would. Okay. I still defend Carson Wentz. Yeah. I defend Doug Peterson. I will defend Bryce Harper if he does the worst thing possible. It's terrible. I fall in love with these guys, but hey. But Aaron Nola is someone that I can just, you know what? I can see he's no longer an ace. I can say that now. That's one of the first times I have said that this year. I would get in arguments and I would still be like, he can still be our ace. He's not right now, but he still can be. I don't know if I can say that anymore. But it's all right. If he can be a number 2, great. That's great. I guess that's what we really have to be hoping for now. But
that's what I'm praying for. I'm praying that he comes back next year and is a solid number 2 with like combination with Wheeler. Yeah. And if he's not, then hey man, we got Gibson, we got Nola, we got Ranger, we got F. Like we're gonna have a big free agency. I think we'll have a pretty solid rotation next year, and there is a big free agency in starting pitching, old or young. Like, a lot of old guys, but there's guys that you can sign to be your 4, to be your 3, to be your 5. Like there's guys out there. So I'm not worried about that, but I hope Nola can pull it together next year, because this year seems like a wash. It seems like September and Nola's still here, and it would, if we do make the playoffs, like, and Nola's pitching like this, I don't see a world where he comes in the playoffs and flips a switch. I hope I'm wrong, but I hope I'm wrong.
And what also really sucks about it is something that the Phillies fans always want, or just the Phillies personnel in general. You always want homegrown players. We drafted Aaron Nola in the first round. We're the one that built him up. We're the one that we want him to succeed with this team because we built him up. Well, the thing is that he was about our only damn example on the team anymore. We'd always say, hey, we've always struggled in the farm system, but at least we have Aaron Nola to show we can do something. And if Aaron Nola is already falling apart, that really worries me for the future. Yeah. Because you can't blame this just on Nola. There's something wrong. I don't know exactly what it is, but they're doing something wrong with Nola and I don't know what it is, but this happens with this personnel. It happens, and it's got to be figured out for the future for the future farm system.
Yeah, no doubt, and let's just hope, really, because I'm not worried about the pitching staff next year. I'm just kind of worried about Aaron Nola coming out there and hopefully being a number 2. I mean, it sucks because the whole time we've defended him.
Yep.
Like, I love Aaron Nola. I think he's got great movement on his stuff.
He's still a baller, man.
He is. What happens? What happens if Nola is who he is? A 4-5 picture, actually. Yeah, I guess. See, I guess it is a setback, you could say, but like, because you come into the year and you expect Wheeler Nola 1-2, like that's so big, like that really is huge, and like now it's a big setback because now what? Gibby's your number 2. I don't know if Kyle Gibson's the number 2 starter. Like I would,
Keep on going.
Yeah. Like I would love to have him as like a number 3. If it was Wheeler Nola Gibson, that would be freaking awesome, you know?
Yeah. See, no, just like what Phil said, that's a big setback in 2022. It is a big setback because we're coming into the year, just like you said, we were hoping to see Wheeler and Nola, them two. That is 2 dominant right there, right? Now, if you don't have that, Kyle Gibson's not a number 2. He's not. He's the number 2 on this team, maybe. But most teams, he should not be number 2 starter. A guy that goes 5 and 6 innings and allows 3 runs consistently, that's not a number 2. That's not a number 2 that I want, at least. That's good in the back end rotation. That's all you can ask for. Kyle Gibson should be a 4 right now. The fact that right now he's might even be the 2, worrisome. But when you say this is a big setback, yes, Ranger Suarez might be able to fill that spot. He's looking like a real starter in this league now. Is that going to hold up? I don't know. But right now, he has a 1.38 ERA, and he's been starting a lot of games. His pitch count's only getting higher, and he's going to work all offseason, and he's going to be able to be a real starter next year. So can he even fill the number 2 spot? Maybe. Because if he has the dominance he's had this year, that is damn near an ace if he keeps up that way. We can't call him that already because he doesn't have enough starts, but if he keeps up this way, that is ace numbers he's putting up right now. So that would be more comfortable. Yeah, exactly. So imagine if we have Wheeler, Ranger how he is now, and then you have Nola, Gibson, Eflin.
Yeah,
that's huge.
I don't think Ranger is going to be a guy that is an ace at least, but like I think he's going to be a solid guy in the rotation. If he's your 3-4 guy, huge. Like Ranger's probably going to end up being a 3-4 guy, I assume, because
most likely, yes.
I think next year you'll see Wheeler, and then it's either Gibson, Nola, 2-3, doesn't matter. And then even Eflin could be a 4. Ranger could be your 5, which is huge. If Ranger is a good starting pitcher somehow, some way, like he never was in his career, if you flip the switch and he does this next season, dude, him as your 4-5 that's huge. That's so big for the rotation. Now it just depends on the bullpen. That's it. And then you're cooking.
And that's something that Dombrowski really has to cover with over the offseason. We're getting a little bit off track because we don't want to be talking about offseason right now. But that's something that Dombrowski does have to focus on the offseason is getting that bullpen. I'm tired of signing these 35-year-old vets that's going to come in and play for 1 year. I'm real damn tired of that because that's some Clentac shit right there, all right? That's some Matt Clentac stuff. All right, we got to steer away from that. I'm not saying go out and you can't go get a 22-year-old guy, but start chasing for these star bullpen guys. Give up some stuff. We have relievers do not cost a lot. They really don't.
I've been a big advocate of like a bullpen's not hard to build.
It's not that bad.
It's not hard to build.
Stop signing guys like Tommy Hunter and when we used to sign Pat Neshek like 3 times in 2 years or some shit like that. Yeah, whenever we kept on signing Neshek, them guys we need to keep them away. Archie Bradley I liked, and like the Jose Alvarado, like I kind of liked, even though Archie's struggling a little bit.
Low risk, high reward for Alvarado. He pumps 100 miles an hour.
But I want to start getting some guaranteed guys in there.
We got a lot of guys next year that are definitely going to be good for like Coonrod's gonna be awesome for us next year. Like we got, and even Ramon Rosso, like dude,
I do like Rosso.
Yeah, so we definitely have guys like we pick up a few arms and we're gonna be fine.
But we just need that guy. Okay, Ian Kennedy, I really do. Do I want him as my closer in the playoffs? Hell no, God no. We are again. I like him when I say this, and I think he'd be a great setup man. Maybe this year, yes, he's our best option, but I don't want that in the future. No, Ian Kennedy's the guy. His only dominant pitch is a fastball. That fastball is incredible. Yes, good teams figure that out.
Yeah.
If we're facing the Brewers or if we're facing the Dodgers, and we're winning 3-2, and Ian Kennedy comes in, I'm not confident.
It's gonna be scary.
Not that any guy is gonna make me be like, "Oh, this is an easy dub." Like I don't think there's a guy in baseball that can make you feel that way. Like no one has felt that way since Mo. That's it.
Yep.
There's no one else that can do that.
Brad Lidge.
But yeah, Lidge. But there's guys that can make it better, like guys that will be more dominant, guys that you'll be less nervous about. Like, okay, we have a higher chance. Ian Kennedy, he doesn't strike that for me. I like him, but he's like a little bit better version of Hector Neris when he was there. He worries the shit out of me.
Hector's been good too. When he's not in that closer role, man, like I hope we bring him back next year.
Did you see Hector actually hit a milestone the other day?
I hate to go off track. You know, this is a baseball show, but Gus Edwards may have torn his ACL.
You're joking.
Yeah, that's fantasy football right there. It sucks.
I'm almost positive that I drafted him.
Good thing I have their third string in my.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
I hate you, dude.
I got I got Tyson Williams and Le'Veon Bell is also on the practice squad. So might as well try to pick him real quick.
I actually forgot. I drafted him on a different league, not ours.
It's
which, by the way,
a fantasy football show.
Yeah. Okay. We next show we're gonna announce our fantasy football team. So when we get a Diamond Talk games in, which is gonna be fantastic, it's gonna be great. But yeah, me and George have some good picks and everything. That's gonna be great. But Gus Edwards may have tore his ACL. That's huge. That is huge.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, we're turning into a fantasy football show, but sheesh. Wild.
Damn. That is nuts. That's gonna be insane. Tonight we have. And finally, football season's back. I know baseball's here, and I love baseball's my favorite sport over everything. But damn, I've missed football. Tonight we're gonna be watching that game. We're gonna have we got Turf Talk tonight. Everyone tune into that. They have a special Thursday episode for Turf Talk tonight. There, I think, so that's gonna be great. Make sure you tune into that. I think it's at 7:00. I think they said. I don't exactly remember, but we have some good shows going on all today on DSM Media for football happening. And we're going to have some post-game shows after the game on Sunday against the Falcons. We got What the Football on Saturday mornings. We got everything going on. So make sure everyone's tuning into all of that. But Getting back on track, since we brought up an injury, we didn't talk about Zach Eflin yet. Eflin, terrible, terrible news. I was pretty sure he wasn't coming back this season. Now it's damn is confirmed that he will be out 6 to 8 months, which will come into next year about how his availability will be. How big of a loss is that for us?
Dude, losing Zach Eflin sucks. You really were hoping that he could make a comeback and pitch for us at the end of the season, maybe into the playoffs if he was healthy and effective. Not the case anymore. He's getting surgery, 6 to 8 week recovery. It sucks. And it sucks because even if he did sit the rest of the year on injury, you don't want him to get surgery. If he doesn't need surgery, like that's awesome. So getting surgery, just it's the stab in the back. It sucks. Eflin's been nothing but like a solid number 3 for us for a little bit now. And like I was so high on him coming into this year. The injuries suck, and thank God that Ranger Suarez is a good starter because damn.
I don't know where we'd be right now.
I don't know where we'd be if we did not have Ranger. So
Chase Anderson would still be on the Phillies.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a shame. It sucks. I feel bad for Eflin. I hope he has a good recovery because we're definitely going to need him for next year. It's you didn't like to see that. Not ideal. Right when I saw that tweet come out, I was like, oh, you're kidding me. Like another injury, another down guy. So especially with this rotation, it's tough.
It blows, man. But hey, we're gonna fight back from it. Phillies are still in it right now. So we're done talking about offseason for the rest of the episode. We're done talking about next year.
Yeah, Eflin, like I would love to have him just for the playoff push. Like I really would.
Definitely. He would only help. I don't think he would hurt us. But looking into this Colorado series, we got some games going on here, and we need some wins. How confident are you with this Colorado Rockies series?
Colorado coming on the road to Philly. Colorado on the road, one of the worst road teams in baseball compared to at home. They're one of the best home teams in baseball. You got Ranger on the bump, man. Like win tonight, and we are going to the game tonight. Me and Jared.
We are.
Yeah, if you see us in left field catching a Bryce Harper home run opposite field, we'll be there. It'll be a good time.
Home run number 30.
It's Ranger, to be determined, and then Wheels, I think, right?
Yeah, because yes.
So 2 of those games are so winnable. Like tonight would be a huge win.
They should all be winnable regardless, but
Yeah, I mean, Colorado's is not really a good team in general. They're really good at home, but on the road they collapse.
Mhm.
We know what we have to do. They know that they're 2.5 games back, and Braves lost last night in Washington. That's why last night picking up a win would be huge. Bounce back
Yes.
tonight, beat Colorado because you can. The bats up and down, but let's get hot in Philly. Like you're coming back home, you're going up against a bad Colorado team, especially on the road. Ranger just needs to be effective, and we should be able to win this game. If Ranger can go out there and give us 6 solid innings, which, like, I just love that we can say that confidently.
Mhm.
Guy could probably give you 6 solid innings. We got this. We need to win this series. You got to take 2 of 3. I'm not asking for a sweep. Take 2 of 3. That's all I'm
Yeah.
asking for.
Exactly. That's all we've been asking about every series. We've never asked for a sweep. Like even against that Diamondback series, which should have been a sweep, we weren't like, hey, we need this. Just win the series. This series, this should be a sweep. Just at least get 2, though. I don't care. Just get 2. We'll gain it back. We'll gain back games over time. And hopefully they can start that tonight. Ranger Suarez to come out there and do really well. They're plain and simple. The pitching is what's going to need to come up because I'm pretty sure the hitting is going to be a-okay against this pitching staff. As long as we don't face Herman Marquez, that man worries the hell out of me. I'm not sure if he's up this series. I forgot to look at the probable pitchers, but I know Santazella, Antonio Santazella is pitching tonight against Ranger.
He is.
Yeah, but
I think it's Marquez after, I believe.
Oh no!
Which
tomorrow?
One? Marquez tomorrow, yeah.
Against, and then we're gonna have a reliever game. Oh yeah, okay, that's fine. We can lose that one. I'm okay with that. Herman Marquez worries the hell out of me. He is so underrated.
He is.
But other than so that game, I'm gonna be a little bit worried about. But I think we should be able to win the Wheels game. Hopefully he stays dominant. This is how you prove you're an ace. All right.
Yeah.
This is Zach Wheeler's first ace year.
And the thing about Zach Wheeler now, he's pushing his career high in innings. So if you can, you got to hit for him. You got to hit for him because I don't need Zach Wheeler going out there and giving me 8 innings anymore. Give me 6 innings. Give me even 5 innings. If we're up by a good amount of runs and we can trust our bullpen pieces, get Wheeler out of the game as fast as possible because it's only if you can, obviously. Like if we're up big and Wheeler's gone 6 and he's throwing perfectly, like against the Brewers, bang, he's out of there. Like that's what you need with the guy that's pushing his highest pitch count of his career, especially our ace. Like he's the number 1 guy. That's like just get him out of the ball game.
Yep. Oh man, I want some wins, man. We need some wins. Something else too. Well, so we have 23 games left in the year, and I believe 17 of them are at home.
Wow, really?
And I believe.
Holy hell!
It's 14 or 17. I forget what the series is. We have a lot of games at home. It might be 14
games at home.
14?
Yeah.
And I think one of them series are against teams over a 500 record, maybe, if there's even one. I don't exactly remember, but I remember seeing
Colorado, Cubs, Baltimore, Pittsburgh. Nope.
They should all be series wins.
Should all be series wins. And if those are all series wins, you go into New York in the middle of that stretch and you take 2 of 3 in New York, guess what? We're gunning for this freaking division. Like it might come down to Miami. That's so scary.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I don't want that, man.
No,
yeah, because we end the season away at Atlanta and then at Miami. Oh
yes, my
gosh, that's terrifying. All right, wow. I got to get some more games in before the year's over.
Yeah, that's very scary.
Oh man. I see that. I don't think I got much more to talk about. You got much more? You got anything else on your mind?
I mean, trying to think ahead to what we're looking at.
Well, we just need a lot more series wins. We need a gun for this playoff spot. There's no reason we can't get these playoff wins. The time's now. The time's now to go for it. You saw the hype video in the beginning. I hope everyone liked it, but I know it was when I made it hyped me up, and I showed some people that said I was hyping them up and everything. I want it.
I want to run through a brick wall.
Yeah, dude, I'm so ready. We need this Red October.
I was actually looking at Bryce Harper's stats today, and
nuts.
Dude, if we make the playoffs, even if the Padres make it, I could see Bryce Harper winning MVP. I know the home runs aren't there for Harper compared to Tatis, but Bryce Harper's tied for 5th in the National League in homers with 29. Tatis has 8 more homers.
Yeah.
On base percentage, Harper's blown him out of the water. It's like 417 to like 366. OPS, I mean, Bryce Harper leads the entire NL. Tatis in second, but like this MVP race can be close.
It's going to be all up to the votes. If both teams make it, if one team makes the playoffs and the other one doesn't, that player's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, no doubt. And
both do, I don't know.
Bryce Harper has more hits than him too. Like,
well, Tatis has the thing that's going to help Harper in that race. Tatis has gotten hurt more than Harper has.
He's missed 11 more games. I think he's missed 11 more games than Harper.
That's what's going to be worrisome. His defense is going to take into account because Harper's had a good defensive year and Tatis really hasn't.
Next 17 games against bad teams. How many wins do we need? I mean, we're playing a lot of shit teams the next 17. And we've got the Mets in there. Like, dude, if they somehow do go 12-5 in that stretch, I'm super confident that we got the divisional lock because the Braves schedule is just too hard for like I don't see the Braves coming out and going on a 12-5 stretch in 17 games, even like 11-6. After this Washington series, it's Miami and Colorado. Yeah, they're not easy they're easy opponents. Then you still gotta play San Fran for 3. You have to play 4 against the Padres, 2 of them on the road, and then you got the Phillies and the Mets to end the year. Like, it's all I'm not a big schedule guy because anything can happen and you got to play up to your competition. Blah blah blah. I keep looking at the schedule. Like it just makes me very much more confident the Phillies can win this division.
And it should. It should 100% help. That's something you have to look at. For me, 11 wins the bare minimum. That is, you should not be winning less than 11 games over the next 17. If we can get up to 13, I think division's on lock. But 11 is the bare minimum. If we go 10-7, I think that's ridiculous. I don't think we should lose any series coming up.
No,
if you get a one bad series, whatever. Other than that, though, like you mess up a series, that it shouldn't be happening.
Is it bad that we're not even looking at the Mets, or no?
I don't care about the Mets. They're terrible. I don't care at all.
1.5 behind us, but I still don't have any hope in the Mets at all.
The fact that I have no worry about a team that is a game and a half behind us shows how bad that team is.
Yeah,
and we're not a good team either. I'm not worried about the Mets. They're not going to come back on us. I don't care. That team is terrible in every way. Is DeGrom's not even playing, right?
No, he's done the rest.
He's out for the year. So I don't think there's anything to worry about with the Mets. They're not even a slight worry to me. Just like we said all season, we're behind the Mets forever. They had this division for the longest of any team, and I still wasn't worried about them. I was like, don't worry, we'll pass them, and the Braves will pass us. Worried about the Braves. It's Braves and Philly season right now.
Braves and Philly season.
I'm tired of hearing about the 4th place Phillies. They're freaking second now.
I'm so ready.
Next.
Give me some Red October.
Yep, October. That's all I'm fighting for.
We're going to the game tonight. We're going to be in left field. You hyped?
Oh my God, I'm so hyped. I can't wait. Dude, legit leaving in less than an hour to go to the ballpark, and I'm leaving at 5 o'clock, so it's slightly less.
How far you live from the ballpark?
So no traffic, an hour. I'm going to hit traffic. I'm going to hit traffic. So I'm hoping to be there, hoping to make like an hour and a half drive if possible. Hopefully get there by around 6:30. But if I hit no traffic, I have no problem getting there at 6. That'll be totally fine with me.
I'll be taking the train, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, there you go. See, I gotta drive the whole way and pay for parking and shit. So it's the shitty part about driving, man. But yeah, I'm so excited. We need a win. Just excited to see some more games before the season's over.
Final 2 or 3. Take 2 or 3. Come on, let's just do it.
Yep. Hey, my ending words are, let's get a Red October.
That's all I've been doing, man.
Red October.
I hope we come next Thursday. We're here and we're up by a game and a half, 2 games.
Possibilities, man. Possibilities are endless.
I'm ready to be in first again. I miss it.
We had such a small glimmer right there.
A little bit.
But it's all right. We're gonna come back and we're coming back stronger. Bryce Harper MVP case coming up. He's gonna hit his 30th home run in Georgia. He's gonna catch it right here.
Boppo. Row 6 here. Left field.
Row 6 left field, section 143, I believe.
Something like that.
anyone's going to the game, come say what's up, man.
I know
It'd
it's
be awesome.
Thursday night football and all, but dude, the cheap
Hey,
tickets, man.
Come stop. Yeah, cheap tickets. Come stop by, man. Why not? Why not? That's
We'll watch
fine.
the second half.
Yeah, exactly. All right, I think that's all we got going on now. Everyone check out. There's still like 3 shows after this going up. I know Turf Talk is happening at some point tonight. What is it? Is it Trending for 4 Quarters is on late night tonight, or maybe there's a post game? We have a couple shows. Go check on the DSM media page. You'll find everything out about what is going on. But so much tonight. What the football going on Saturday before the Eagles game? We got a post game shows after the game on Sunday. That's going to be another great show.
Yup.
Hey, just keep on tuning in, keep on showing support. We all appreciate it very much. We're doing our best, man, and hoping everyone's enjoying it.
Yeah, thanks for joining. Go Phils. Let's get it. Let's get this dub.
Go Phils. I'll see you guys.